finally, you know, I felt Jack was more vulnerable now than he had been in previous seasons. Which was good, I guess, because, you know, before he's like, oh, he's dead, wait, he's gonna come back to life. But I guess in season 3 he had that vulnerability of Yanto, and that scene when Yanto died was just so sad. Anyway. Yeah, in Children of Earth he dies. So, anyway, episode 2, they're rendition American, as I say, they spend most of the time in the airplane, and there's this other CIA person who's working for Friedkin, who's working for the evil guys, and she poisons Jack. Yeah, I don't know, poisons Jack, and then they spend like the rest of the episode, most of the episode, trying to on the airplane trying to cure Jack, and it's like, you know, I swear that stuff isn't even real. It's the science that is behind it is not real, and I know it's science fiction, but I can't be the only one who hates that. You know, when in a show like Torchwood, when they don't give a science fiction explanation. I know it sounds stupid, but at least they give explanations, like for the invisible lift, you know, it's like a transcendental, I can't remember, a transcendental thing welded its perception filter properties to the spot. Anyway, the point is, I didn't like episode 2 too much. It could have been cut down, and you could have used the time they cut out of that to develop Esther's character more in the space between episode 8 and 9. I know I'm going on about that. Anyway, oh yeah, another new character I like who only appears in 8, 9 and 10 is has to be Shapiro. No, Shapiro. Yes, Shapiro. I think it's Shapiro. The guy's head of the CIA who appears in episode 8, 9 and 10, as I said, played by John Delancey, I think. He's one of my favourite characters, and I was hoping he'd return, but he dies. Shit. That's so crap. I hate that he died. Anyway, yeah. I enjoyed this series, as I said. Oh yeah, no, I have one more nitpick about episode 3. I mean, really? Jack having sex? I mean, come on. You didn't need that scene. I mean, I haven't got anything against gays, but, you know, that scene just had no relevance at all to the plot. I mean, at least in episode 2 of series 1, you know, it was an alien feeding off orgasmic energy, but it was just a random sex scene. You didn't need it. And I know lots of people are all like, hate that episode because of the sex. I don't hate it because of the sex scene. I like that episode. I haven't got a problem with the sex scene. Really, it's just, it was pointless. And just Barham just want to have a sex scene, or perhaps they were running behind on time. Anyway, episode 3 was good. Episode 4 was good. Oh, episode 3 wasn't great. It was good, though. It was okay. I'm not going to go into too much plot detail, because last time I did that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, the directing on it, I guess, the writing is good. Doris Egan, yeah, she wrote episode 2. Yeah, but the writing overall, I'd say good. Scott Ryan, I liked his episodes. It develops slowly. It's very slow paced after, like, not the individual episodes. The whole series is slow paced. Episodes 9 and 10 are fairly fast paced, but episode 10 was a cheap episode, even though it was the final episode, if you think about it, because it's the same characters. You have about, for the majority of the episode, you have, like, nearly all of the episode, you have Jack, Gwen, Rex, and Esther in the two same sets, just slightly made to look different. You have 2 evil guys. You have about 10 henchmen, extra people, and that's it for the majority of the episode. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about the last couple of episodes, last few episodes. Basically, they've discovered the blessing, which is located in Shanghai and Buenos Aires, which are antipodes of each other, which means they're opposite sides of the world. The blessing is what's causing everyone to be immortal, and Jack's blood is causing the blessing to cause everyone to be immortal. Because what happened in 1920s, when someone tried to kill Jack, they thought he was the devil, so they strung him up and they charged $2 for people to come and watch him die and kill him if they wanted. Lovely. So, yes, Jack's discovered that immortal blood will make the blessing make everyone immortal, and mortal blood will make the blessing make everyone mortal. So Jack now has the only mortal blood in the world, and Esther's been taking loads of bags of his blood And so what happens, she transfuses it into Rex, so they can both, you know, have their blood blur into the blessing from opposite sides of the world. Now, yes, I should probably mention Oswald Danes comes with them, and he puts explosives around himself, and he threatens to explode the whole base where the blessing is stored if they try to kill him. So Gwen then shoots Jack in the back like he asked, and his blood flows into the blessing, and he sacrifices himself. And Rex, because he's got a giant hole in his chest because he got a pole through it, lets his blood flow into the blessing. Well, he's about to when the bad guy in Buenos Aires shoots Esther. Now, she could survive. They could help her because of the miracle. And so that's if he chooses not to, you know, let himself go, let all Jack's blood flow from him into the blessing. But, you know, he does. And that, I thought, was when Rex became a true, because he obviously loves Esther in a sense. I mean, that was when I sort of found that Rex became a true Torchwood operative. I know it's horrible when you think about it, but I mean, come on, everyone dies in Torchwood. Yeah. So yeah, that was good. The final episode was good, I guess. The ending, the conclusion was good, but the actual episode in total made me feel a little unsatisfied. I should probably say Esther dies. Oh yeah, and Jack's then shot in the back, and both their blood is flowing in, and the blessing makes everyone mortal again. I should probably mention, as I said, Esther dies and Rex doesn't, and then it's 2 months later, the epilogue, like at the end of Children of Earth. I should probably mention this is set about 15 months after Children of Earth, so this bit will be set about 19 months after Children of Earth. So yes, it's the epilogue, and oh yeah, Oswald dies, he blows himself up. It's the epilogue. Esther's dead, which was a bit shit, because I liked Esther, she was a nice character. They always kill off the nice characters. Esther's dead, as I said, about 3 times. And this is what annoyed me, this is what I felt unsatisfied about, is I don't want to retract that. I don't mind cliffhangers at the end of seasons, as long as A, they're good, B, we know we're definitely getting another series, and C, you can't see them coming. Well, okay, I don't mind them. Anyway, I don't mind if you can see them coming from a mile off. But anyway, A, this was not that great of a cliffhanger. B, we don't necessarily know we're getting another series. And C, you could see it from about 2 miles off. So, the cliffhanger for this series, not really a cliffhanger, it's more like a revelation, is Rex gets shot at the end, and then he comes back to life because he's got Jack's immortality. So yeah, he's got Jack's immortality. What does this mean for the next series? And I think we know there's going to be... See, that's why I felt a little unsatisfied. Children of Earth would have been a fitting end to Torchwood. It was amazing. I guess the one good thing about this is that you know they're still out there fighting, and so it's not really the end of Torchwood. But it would have been better if they hadn't left it ambiguous in a sense. Although I guess, you know, they are majorly setting themselves up for another series with the whole thing about the families definitely returning, which are the evil guys, with a plan B, and Rex being immortal and ending it like that. They're definitely setting themselves up for another series, I guess. So yeah, I liked comparing this to cliffhanger at the end of A Good Man Goes to War. Yeah, not as good. But overall, if I had to, the directing on this whole thing was good. The writing was good. The acting was good. The new characters I liked. So overall, my overall rating today is 8 out of 10. So Torchwood should be happy I gave it that. So anyway, if you haven't seen the first 3 seasons of Torchwood, shame on you. And if you haven't seen this season of Torchwood, what the hell are you waiting for? I just gave it an 8 out of 10. So, yes, that's my final review. Well, yeah, that's my review of Torchwood Miracle Day. I'll be doing something Doctor Who-y next week. Probably one of my classic series DVDs. Or maybe an audio story. I haven't decided yet. But I'll be doing some of these. So,
This is Zack HGS signing off.